Okay, okay. Yeah. The general attack in the 1st of March. I guess, something like that. It's not easy to do this. But the serangan umum 1 Maret fungsinya adalah bukan untuk memenangkan perang saat itu, tapi untuk menduduki Jakarta 6 jam memberikan pesan kepada seluruh dunia via radio bahwa Indonesia masih melawan. The attack on the 1st of March, which made history, so like the National Army pushed away the imperialists who were taking over the Jakarta city, which was the capital city. And the National Army pushed them out of the city for 6 hours and then let it go. Because they were trying to win the war, they were trying to spread a message to the world that Indonesia is still fighting. Now, if you are an avid user of Twitter, you might recognize trending topics on the right side of it. When the bomb exploded, I guess it's around the first, on the top of the list of the trending topics was Indonesian terrorism and Jakarta bombings, which, you know, destroyed our country's reputation, my country's reputation. And what we were trying to do with this is trying to get everybody involved in doing the same thing so that we can take over the top spot of the trending topics rather than the world, you know, having access to bad news about Indonesia. We are trying to spread tweets like, people of the world, yesterday terrorists tried to bring us down, today they realize they failed. Or something like, we know you've heard of the Jakarta bombings, but we know you would still love to come to Bali. Or, you know, or tweets like, did you know that Indonesia is the gold mine for ethnics because we have more than 300 ethnics in Indonesia? We were trying to replace the bad news of Indonesia with good news about Indonesia. And we were trying to tell the world that no matter what happened in Indonesia, the majority of the peaceful people in Indonesia are uniting to say that we are not afraid of terrorism. And I think that's an important message to the world because everybody can relate to terrorism. Every country has their own crazy dude. Every country has their own terrorism. And especially in the US, they had their experience with terrorism, and so I think they can relate to this. And then, I forgot specifically the time. When I was tweeting supporting Indonesia Unite, and I was asking all of my followers to do the same, somebody tweeted me about this. This song, Kami Tidak Takut, the one I performed earlier. So some dude who previously bought my album thought that that song fits the moment. For those who don't understand Indonesia, my song Kami Tidak Takut translates to We Are Not Afraid. I'm bad-mouthing terrorists and trying to inspire people to stand up against terrorism. I recorded this song on January. The album released on the 4th of July, and 13 days after it happened. And then some dude made a video and uploaded it on YouTube. And it was, I think in less than a week, it got 10,000 hit, which is, it's not actually that much, you know, if you're relating that to U2 or Michael Jackson's and stuff. But for us, this is kind of big. And then the song became sort of like the vehicle of this movement. And then it grew bigger. And then there's somebody is creating this avatar badge overlay. And everybody's in Twitter is using this. And then the website is on the same day of the bombing. And then the Facebook page is on. And then we don't know, at the beginning, I don't know who made all this. I don't think anybody knew who made all this. It was everybody had the same conscience to create something to support Indonesia Unite. And then people started to submit t-shirts design. And what is this in English? Button spin? design, they submit to indonesiaunite.com so that other people from other places can download that design and make their own t-shirts. And so it created another movement that, you know, clothing companies in other places producing a dozen t-shirts of Kami Tidak Takut, We Are Not Afraid t-shirts, giving it for free. So it's one distro, one dozen, one message. And then, finally, we hit the top spot of the trending topics. The first time we hit the top of the trending topics was actually daytime Indonesia, which means people of the world were sleeping. So when they were sleeping, we were tweeting. We got the trending topics. And then when we sleep, the world awake, and then we lost the spot. But then we kept on pushing it and keep on trying to make that Indonesia Unite on the top of the trending topics. And then the rest of the world noticed. If you searched, you might find videos of a certain news anchor from the United States of America saying something about Indonesia Unite. Actually, CNN noticed it, and they read one of the tweets that everybody, the people of Indonesia, tweeted for Indonesia Unite. So, and then afterwards, me and some of my friends who were supporting the Indonesia Unite got a lot of phone calls. We got interviews from ABC Australia Radio. We got a lot of radio networks, Straits Times Singapore, and then we have a lot of. And I heard some of my friends got interviewed from a newspaper from Dubai. That's interesting. And then the mailing list is on, and then Wiki is on, and then supported by others. Now, today, it has been, I don't know, how many days has it been? From the 17th of July? A week or so? More than a week. Now, the Indonesia Unite became sort of like it's almost like a movement with two main objectives. The first is to clear back the name of our beloved country that was smeared by the Jakarta bombings, because we need to tell the world that we are not, Indonesia Unite is a movement by the people. We will not wait for the government. You know, there's a quote from John F. Kennedy, ask not what your country can give for you, ask what you can give for your country, or something like that. He's a great president, by the way. And it's almost like the same, it was the same, you know, movement that we were doing. We were trying to create something to help our own country. So we did everything we can to make sure Indonesia's name is restored back. That was the first objective, to clear back the name. The second objective is to inspire the whole people of Indonesia to not react the way that the terrorists expect us to react. When they used bomb, they weren't trying to just kill people. They were trying to scare people.